Wow. I can't believe you've done this. I was working on my imagination too.
Oh, what'll I do?
Yeah, you're right. Ugh, I can't believe I'm going to lose my job over something that's not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? Fairy? Oh, aren't you the mercenaries who are here to hunt down Hazme? You lot came here in a giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so that we can maintain communications with other cities, but they were all requisitioned by the officials from the capital.
How did this happen?
Seems like they need them for the tournament and such, but we rely on those pigeons for trading medicine and foodstuffs, so their loss threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need you to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Comero by July 11th.
Oh, what'll I do?
Comero? Okay, but no one wants to go out with the kidnapper about. So I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they'll need to get through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I cannot keep my job if things continue like this. If that happens, I may as well lie down in the gauntlet and die like a dog.
Stupendous.
But that's where you and that gauntlet runner of yours come in. Please, save my job. Save the town. Of course, I can't ask you for work for free. Let's see, is 7,500 reeve enough a reward for you? Leave it to me!
I'd so love your help.
Oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like to go buy one of those practical pigeon parcels for me. I need it by July 11th if you could. Excuse me. Let me show you how to get to Comero too. The merchants in Comero have other great goods besides eggs too. I'm sure you'll have plenty of things there that'll be useful for your travels.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, it's right next door. So this is
That
Comero, huh?
reminds me.
Isn't this the village Nero was talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers about the old man if we go. That is true.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So,
We only have so much time to spare, but I guess if we stop by the village on our way to another task, it should be alright. Okay. Okay, so it is, that is telling me how many days it takes for, each of these things. Instant transmission! Oh my god, that's such a good animation. I mean, it's really simple and junk, but like, oh my goodness. I have a drawing to give to Maria, but I have to talk to Fabienne. Hi, Fabienne. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be out traveling right now? Oh dear. Did you plan to announce your candidacy fail? Did you plan to announce your candidacy fail? That's okay. As long as you're safe and sound. That's what's important, isn't it? Aw, she's so cute and supportive. That's not it though. What do you mean by that? It's probably fine to tell Fabienne and Maria the truth. Okay, so our gauntlet runner can teleport. What? You can say... you say you can now return to Grand Trads in an instant. Your gauntlet runner is extra special? What does that mean? Well, you don't seem to be in a particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I've got no reason not to believe you. And I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria, well, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take our mind off things. Maybe I should show Maria the drawing Nearest drew. Oh, you have pictures from your trip to give Maria? That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on things down here? And tell her about your traveling magic works. Give it to me. I gave it to Maria, and she really lit up, so thank you.
We did it.
Let's go! Get rid of Connie Rose. What is that? Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's still not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. I want to make Maria smile. With my overflowing tolerance, I was able to convey how dedicated I am to Maria and helping her out with her loneliness. Let's go!
You...
Well, you really have kept her in your thoughts, haven't you? Then maybe you'll be doing her a favor. Go spend some quality time with Maria. I'm sure she'd enjoy hearing about your travels. Of course.
Thank you.
Will you come with me then? Dang, that's crazy. You need tolerance to do that? She's been down for so long. Not that I'd expect her to be a giggling ball of energy after all that's happened, but she seems to feel the need to put on a brave face. Even to you?
About that.
Even when she's with you? Even when she's with you, Fabian? I wouldn't be fretting over her otherwise. There are many who see Grievous as a hero, who tried to take down a tyrant, but the city has its fair share of Louis supporters. I worry about what would happen if more people found out Maria is his daughter. So I sat her down and very clearly explained to keep their relationship a secret. And she promised. But now she's acting like nothing's wrong. The poor girl can't talk about her feelings. My heart aches for her. She's like 2! And that's where you come in. I asked her, I wanted to ask a favor of you.
Look.
I think the inn suffocates her. Would you mind taking her somewhere to talk? Even if all you can do is lend her an ear. We'd really appreciate it. That's all? And that's all I have to do? It should be enough. It has to be. And even if it isn't enough, I'll go above and beyond what I need to do. Thank you for doing me this favor. I'll fetch Maria then. Oh boy, I gotta put on a Maria voice. Okay, here we go. It's been such a long time since I went for a walk. Thank you for coming today, mister. I don't think that's pretty accurate, but whatever. Oh, I remember this place. When we first came to the capital, I fell down here. I couldn't see anything because it was really dark. Then Papa, he just patted me on the head and said, "You're okay." Oh, cool, depression. Hey, mister. You can tell me.
Sure.
Don't worry, you can tell me anything. Oh, it's just... never mind. I mean, there's something. A whole lot of somethings. But I'm not sure which one to ask first.
Oi there!
I heard that would-be assassin used to live around here. You mean the madman who tried to kill Louise? Yeah, him. Can you believe some washed-up mercenary thought he could be able to take out Louise? Maybe he went mad from hunger. Last thing we need is more godsmen prowling about because of him. Let's keep walking. Why don't we keep walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me stories about your journeys. The ones about places outside of Grand Trad. Absolutely. Maria and I walked around aimlessly as we talked about various things. The elder and the half-blood. Now this right here is art! Did they graffiti the wall? Did they graffiti the MFN wall? Understood.
Yoshiki, Murasaki.
Oi, it's the freak! I'ma freak your head up if you don't stop writing the freak now. Pardon me? Please, don't scribble here. That's Miss Fabienne's house. Ew, gross! Get away from me! Disgusting creature. I will tear you limb from limb. I'm okay. That was your own fault. You had it coming. You're You're gonna hate it. What this hollow purple does to you.
That's right.
Yeah, I heard your parents didn't even want you. That's why a parent had to take you in. Your legs are looking mighty chop-offable, aren't they?
Well, that's just mean for someone who could probably fit in a microwave.
Exactly. That's so...
Actually, I'm not looking at the screen. Are they tiny? They
yes,
are.
they are tiny. They are small children. And we are going to fit them inside of a microwave. Apologize to her. Now.
What bollocks?
Shut up, stupid! I'm out of here! Am I weird? You're not weird.
No.
Not at all, Maria. You mean it?
I'm sorry.
Some dirt got on the picture you gave me. I'm really sorry. You don't have to worry about that. I was so happy when you gave it to me. You didn't forget your promise. I wouldn't break a promise. I made a promise to you after all. Thank you.
Okay.
I do feel better when I look at your picture. I know that when you're traveling all over and doing your best, mister. And that's why I have to do my best too. I can sense Maria's vigorous determination and the unshakable trust that she's placed in me. Rank up!
I wanted to show Papa.
This is the mad cost of studying the healer lineage. That would have been great to have before I studied the lineage of the healer. Excuse me. Was it true when he said my parents didn't want me? No! Nobody tells me the truth about anything. They always just say I'm still a kid. Do they not want to tell me because I'm a kid? They don't want to say it. It was my papa. It was my fault Papa died. These dialogue options aren't great. That's not true. Doesn't really say anything. A bad person did it. She can deflect that onto herself. He did it for you. What does that even freaking mean? Dialogue options. The bad person did it. A very bad person is responsible for what happened, not you. Okay, thank you. I don't get it. Why can't I see Papa again? We have to go back to Miss Fabienne.
By the way,
If it's not too much trouble, can you, we'll talk again.
Maria.
We can talk some more
Okay.
next time. Okay, it's a promise. So, see you later, right? I parted ways with Maria and returned to the group. Now, I need to get more eloquent. No. I need to get more imagination. What was it? I can tell just by looking in your eyes. Sir, you must be a traveler, aren't you? I'm correct. Then please, tell me of the places you've been to. Then for a pittance of just 250 reaving, I can bring your travels to life through my music. Really? You talk about the place and he turns the memory into music? So it's not just a performance, but a showcase of Magic's music?
then
Wanna have him perform from us? You know what? Sure, play some music.
Pleased to hear that.
But one question. Across from the whole travels, which locale has etched itself in the forefront of your memory? The only place I've been so far, Grand Trad. I see. Grand Trad, the royal capital of the kingdom and the most precious city in the land. Its main street is lined with luxurious boutiques, and beyond that lies bustling and lively market place, whatever the freak. Watching over the lively city is the Grand Cathedral. Yet, as majestic as it is, there are places where the prestigious gaze of sanctism does not.
Let me perform for you.
A city of glory, unlike anywhere else in the world, where the dazzling, vivid lights cast shadows on the deepest of darkness. My goodness. Now, listen to my song. That was really nice. What a beautiful melody. I listened to the performance. I thought all about it, what I'd seen. Thank you. That was very novel. Considered a kingly investment. Okay, it is
I'll
imagination.
be off.
I do need imagination. So, where can I get imagination? I can get imagination right over there. So that's exactly what I'm about to do. Because I do want to start up another social link. Why did you call it a social link? Because what the heck else are you supposed to call it? Shut up. Nostalgic Elder. Say, now that I'm taking a look at you, do you happen to be an elder? Oh my word, you are indeed. Well, I must say, I wonder what's brought you here in these troubled times. Did you perhaps come bearing bread? Silly me. Now why would you? Bread? What are you talking about? Oh dear, you don't know the old tale. The one of the Thief King and the Elder's bread. It's a tale as warm as fresh baked bread, dearie. Would you like to hear me tell it to you? Oh, that sounds like a nice story. Maybe it'll give us the warm fuzzies. If I listen to the story, it'll hone my imagination.
What do you want to do?
Sure, let's listen to her story. Oh, well, this makes me rather nostalgic. Once upon a time. You don't want to sit down. Okay, there we go. A gift arrived in a faraway village. It was a box, and inside its box were 8 delicious-looking loaves of bread. 8 people gathered around it, each belonging to a different tribe. Rousseau, Boag, Lamar, Yugif, Mustari, Nidia, Parapis, and
After that,
Ishkia? Yeah. A Yugif had jumped up and down in excitement, and said, "We can share them, that way we can all get to have one." But the Rousseau man shook his head. "Why would a Yugif like you need a whole loaf? I need a larger portion," he said. Then the old Roag woman spoke, saying, "You must respect your elders." The Glamour scoffed at this. "This bread's clearly causing a quarrel, so I'll be in charge of it," said the Glamour woman. The other 7, of course, were none too happy about the plan. The Yugif boy muttered quietly, "We really ought to share it between all of us." But no one had a mind to listen. A Mustari man leaned in close to the boy and told him, "You're right, you know, but the wise move here is just to give it up." The Mustari man left along with the Yugif boy, and then there remained 6 tribes for 8 loaves. "We clearly can't share it equally," the Glimmer said. Then Ishkia finally spoke up. "Split the remaining 2 loaves into 3, she offered. "That way it can be equally split among the 6 of us." The Nidia woman quickly agreed. Away she walked, saying she would grab a knife and return soon. The Parapis man laughed and said, "Finally, I get to have bread." But the remaining 3 made sour faces indeed. "Oh, would you look at the time? We'll have to continue this another time. I promise I'll get to the end next time." You said time 3 times in that sentence. So did I! I wonder what'll happen with these 8 people, all of different tribes. I feel like my imagination's gone up a little. Break up! Let's go!
imagination.
She had me at bread and then lost me at bread.
Lamau. You're hungry, eh? Imagination. 'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Well then,
It's time I get back to the others. I sure will.
time marches on,
and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, that's the prince that we're trying to save by
Nonetheless.
killing Louise. Yes, the prince from Katamari Damacy. Anyway, so these sun flashes. Do you think we can rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? Would seem so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good. No changes to our plans then. Let's prepare as best as we can. Why did he say Griffith? It's Isles Day, which means stores have plenty of bargains. If you've had your eye on anything, today's the day. I hear a voice. Wowie! What am I gonna do? Because on one hand, I do want to hang out with Stroll. But on the other hand, I just got my imagination up so I can talk to this guy.
Alright then.
A better question is, what button is to my followers? Oh, Maria has exclamation point. Exclamation point. I will save my game here so I can see if hanging out with Stroll is the right call. Alternatively, I could just F-it ball and stop trying to be extremely optimal. Oh, my guy! What are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? So, I'm in a bit of a bind. Regards of Lord Hydron, and that landowner in Grand Trat, my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumors that he says he's clever. And why? Not in a good way. I'm lost about how to approach him.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side will be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should head to the Grand Cathedral in the royal capital. Have you ever made hot chocolate with day-old milk? Like you warmed up the milk yesterday and then you forgot about it, so you put it in the fridge?
No.
I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. Goodness, you're black! If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroll, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydra. But how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard the least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Excuse me. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray? No, I come to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but...
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by. And so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
no.
Are you implying that I should do this as a matter of some charity? I didn't read the rest of that. Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's honors to bear? You are poopy. They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for the lack of means.
Yes.
I guess we have our answer. So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Considering restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. Same, Stroll. Same. Right about one thing. I was a fool to ask of your aid. Hey. Neither of these options are what I want to say. What I want to say is go get him, twin. what I want to say is, go get him, twin. But I'm gonna say, are you giving up? That's the most instigating response.
What?
Going to give up?
No.
Not at all. I'm far from done. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people. And no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across as rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. Yet you won't help him.
Hang on.
Then maybe you should help him.
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why, but listening to you fucking speak in this game, listening to you read this makes me want to eat things from dungeons.
From Denny's?
No, from dungeons, like dungeon
Oh.
monsters. I want to go.
You wanna go? You've watched Dungeon Meshi.
Yes. Well, not a. I've only seen clips, but yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to eat them.
That's funny. They don't really use any other accents.
It's not even the accent, really. It's just for some reason I can't not think about dungeons and eating things in the dungeon.
I'm so sorry, Rangeef. I was unable to persuade Lord Hydron to offer assistance. It was always going to be a talk. But he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility. And that, I couldn't abide.
No.
Please, don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask. Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should be on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Hylistus, Haliantus must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore it to its former glory, or, I should hope, to greater heights still. I heard you'd been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your old parents. Being brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should...
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So, you were unaware of it? I suspected as much given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate.
I'll be
Of
back.
this
in
I
a
have no
bit.
doubt.
Editor Discover, this is like an exploding baby or whatever when I leave. Alright, cool.
Okay. Oh, he's dead. Though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. I didn't read the options. I should have said, let's go investigate. Can you think of any leads? Perhaps. Oh, Snort. Though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so
Regardless, I'll make the journey back to my own. Back home on my own. Alright? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. No, we do this together.
Oh no.
I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that
thank
rubble.
you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if I hadn't been, if you hadn't been there to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Why did I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust in... I didn't read that sentence properly.
He.
Oh? The proud noble Stroll, keeper and inheritor of the warrior's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny. Did we just get an evolution?
Of course I'd like you to come, but
Sword Master! Adept, okay. Okay, so judging by the hexagons, there's one more in that class. It looks like there's 4 in the healer class. Where's that mage? I think that's mage. Where's healer? Yeah, whatever. First thing, what powers await for you? I will! I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left. All they'd hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. You would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father. But whatever the case, I intend to honor your wishes, their wishes. Pray, await my return. Roll and I return to the others. Okay.
All right then.
Now, that guy should still be out there. Now the question is,
So?
am I able to start his link now?
No.
Gosh, I wonder.
No.
Consider it a kingly investment. With my overflowing imagination, I pitch some appealing ways one might benefit from having a future king in their debt. Heck yeah? You, the future king. That's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler, or you suffer from delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, color me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you a bit. Yes, I should like to hear more. And you want your item back, but I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring?
Malvino's
Rumors
ring.
say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it.
Bet. I'm gonna put it on.
I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
Lamau?
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Then
Lamau?
by all means, do it yourselves. Yes, these swords are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you
W
talk
Slender. Swindler.
almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Lamau. Yeah.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours.
The choice is yours.
If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
I've come looking for booty.
So you know us then.
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here.
Is it really a good deal?
Mark my words.
Or do
Once
you
your
suck?
dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
Oh boy, what should we do?
We'll hear you out. For now. The ring you mentioned, where's it located?
At a grave not too far from here.
I gotta
Dangerous
go.
to be a runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
I do recall hearing something
Might
about
have to ethically
soldiers
wrong.
who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
Do I go grave
We have to
robbing?
go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
Lamau. Okay, Gallagher.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much.
Nope, not at all.
What say you, though?
What to do?
I'm not sure what I should do.
You realize time is of the essence here, yes? If it's worth you worrying, you may as well take the offer.
I didn't mean to say what to do like that. I meant to say,
Cuculus.
what to do. Cuculus.
I'll
That's
thank
funny.
you properly when you
That's a fun
return
name.
with it.
Cuculus.
This one's important.
Need to find that ring. Cuculus mentioned in the abandoned tomb. The informant at the tavern and the thoroughfare square. In Martira should have more details. The editor Silver, reverse the Ash baby. Anyway, even in your gauntlet, it's a night's travel, and I didn't thing.
Here.
Alright. I now have that quest.
I had a funny idea that's slightly on topic.
What is your idea that's slightly on topic?
Okay, so what if Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, instead of putting anything from Persona in, and just like screw it, metaphor of protagonist, let's go.
Elder candidate? No.
Honestly, number one, that'd be pretty funny. Because everyone's over here with these regular old cars and junk, and he's over here with a gauntlet runner. This massive freaking boat type beat.
Idea.
And then
I have a
just
funny
running
idea.
along the lines. Don't turn Galaga into the car.
Huh?
I said don't turn Galaga into the car.
I just said a whole horse.
Whole horse?
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
You don't know whole horse? I haven't seen a single
you
horse
know
in
what?
this game. I have seen
They have
dogs
humps.
and other small creatures,
They have
but not a
humps.
horse.
Alright, turn the flipping elf that I want to bite the ears off of into a car. There you go.
Don't turn I was about to say Heisenberg. Don't turn Hulkenberg into a car. Her ears would rip everyone's cars apart as she passes by.
Nah, her ears are the flipping turn signals. Obviously.
Can they move? Can she move her ears? Like those
No,
freaks?
they have like little lights on the end of them.
Who would be able to see them? They go so far off the track.
It's fine. For her special ability, they extend. Like Speed Racers.
They don't need to extend. They're already past the screen's borders.
No. They extend and then the car does a spin and it knocks everyone off the track.
I don't know how you feel, but it's dangerous traveling in the runner when it's dark. Let's stick to places we can teleport. Understood. Girl, what the freak did you just say to me?
The blue shell is King Boom Boo with shades. He has shades on.
Girl, that's awesome.
Alright then.
I need to work on my eloquence. Where's some place I can work on my eloquence?
Alright.
It's not really the time to be giving speeches. I mean, it's a good idea, but you gotta work on your timing. Oh, that's funny. Like, oh wow, you can see the Krigante castle from here.
How dare you call me a big back? All of those things were hours apart.
This city is small compared to the royal capital, but I think a more old-fashioned town like this can be nice too. How about we take a view of the city skyline for a bit? Who knows, it might just broaden your horizons to observe how the people in the town go about their lives. If I spend some time gazing at the scenery, my wisdom should grow. Kinda relaxing, huh?
In the video,
Okay.
tell us if you eat your potatoes raw, like apples.
And if you do tell me that, I'm going to make fun of you in the comments. That's just the rule. But don't be scared to say it. Freak. Anyway, leave a like on the video because I forgot to say that. You're this far in the video and you haven't hit the like button yet. That's absolutely insane. Push the like button
on Twitch and join our non-existent Discord server And also, this video is sponsored by EDP445.
No.
And also, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. It's not actually. Did I get in trouble by saying it's sponsored by Skillshare?
Absolutely.
We're not. Okay. We're also sponsored by
Raid Shadow Legends.
Dragon, we're also sponsored by Atlas with an A, not a U.
I would love to be sponsored by Atlas with a U.
We should do
I will glaze the freak out of any Atlas game. No matter what it is, I will find something to glaze about it.
Doctors?
Like freaking SMT4 Apocalypse. I be ragging on that game like crazy, but I can find something to glaze about it. Like how the press turn combat in the game is amazing. Some of the best in the series, god dang it. It's so much fun. So interesting. The smirk mechanic is technically at its best in that game.
The doctor puzzle one? With the doctors?
I haven't played Trauma Center.
Oh.
And I find it very funny how a few very iconic YouTube like sponsorship segment songs come from Trauma Center.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should play Trauma Center. Or watch a YouTube video series.
We should have a whole sponsor segment done by Atlas to explain why we're sponsored by Atlas. The Dragon, not Persona.
Editor Silver, get Atlas to record a sponsor segment.
of why we're sponsored for
yeah. why she sponsored us, yes. Anyway, Martyria has has had its share of misfortune, but the town itself is wonderful. It's nowhere near as bustling as the capital, but it doesn't exactly feel rural either. And the shopping's not bad either. Maybe being so close to the main road, a lot of merchants come and go. I'm sure the people want to just live quiet and contented lives. It's only nice on the surface.
Look at that.
It does seem nice, but that's only on the surface. You're right. We never would have come here if it wasn't for the kidnappings. I'm sure the people who live here still have their problems. We just help out wherever we can. So let's reach out and see what they need. Helga and I had a good talk as we admired this castle. I feel like my wisdom has broadened.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near. I've been hearing rumors of people disappearing in a forest east of Martyria, at a place known as the Imp's Den. That's a different location from where Heismay was. I think there's a connection to the kidnappings in town. I don't believe so. What is the culprits in that case are a band of forest goblins. I doubt they're the same type to come into town and snatch people up. And yet, we have no proof. Has any information come into the recruitment center? Hey, what's up, Kev? With everything going on, Scott, Patrol, sorry, will be closed on July 2nd to the 4th. Why am I dying?
What?
Tradia Desert is south of Grand Trad, right? So how did you know that? The real capital is pretty far from there. Don't underestimate the military. Each city shares information about it. How do it? Anyway, you can look up the list of bounties from across the country, regardless of where you are, and accept them too. So, fight your hardest and clear them up, alright? Okay, let's check out these bounties. The Gobborn King, huh? This is what Stroll was just speaking of. This is a bounty contract for the Gobborn King. An impressive name. If it wasn't only a Gobborn rabble he presided over.
Yeah.
We're familiar with Gobborns. They're pretty common and easy to handle.
Not
Quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings. They're a bit tougher than you might expect.
So how about it? Well, we do need funds for infiltrating Heisman's hideout. We'll do it. Excellent! In that case, the goblins are skulking in the Imp's den northeast of Martira. When the king's not around, a magic-wielding goblin keeps order with the horde.
Stop dying, please.
I added too much rasp to the voice. I added too much rasp. Ooh, I added too much rasp. I need water.
If you can't handle the rasp, then maybe I should do it.
I can handle the rasp. I just can't handle the rasp when I don't have water. Agua. Well then, Silvery Boy, why don't you just go ahead and get up and grab some water? Because I don't want. Anyway, take him out and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloak.
He needs to go all the way to the Pacific Ocean because his water bill was not paid. Which
No.
is why we're sponsored by Atlas.
Oh my god. I bet you could get more information about the target from Martira's informant. Not fond of having an eye on them, but desperate times. Bring me the Imp's loincloth. Ew, freak. Once you've taken care of them, in exchange, you'll get your reward.
Let's do it.
He wants the Imp's loincloth.
Why?
Freaking weirdo. That's proof of him dying.
Let's see here.
He's gonna sniff it. He's gonna sniff
Freaking
it.
better not. So in the Northeast Forest. Here it is. Apparently it's called the Imp's Den.
This place.
Okay.
Alright.
With the reward,
Oh, God.
we can better prepare for Heisman. Let's hurry up and take care of these goblins. Okay? Instead of doing the thing, I'm gonna end the video. Haha, you never expected that, did you? Weirdo. Anyway, thank you for watching.
The video, I must say, you're looking rather unattractive. Go brush your teeth. I swear to God. You know what? This is why Mom never loved you. Alright.
Aw.
You smell like beans.
You know what would fix that? You know what would
I'm
really
just kidding.
fix that?
Comment section, no.
You know what would really fix you looking absolutely horrendous currently? Is if you left a like and commented on the video while also subscribing to the channel.
And don't forget to share with your friends.
Yep, share with your friends. I keep forgetting that that's a feature on the website.
And
It also
join
helps
us on
out
Twitch.
the algorithm. But yeah, join us on Twitch as well. I be streaming apparently every Saturday now.
And I'll also be
This
streaming.
past week I probably have beaten Nocturne. I don't freaking know at this point. I did. I've been trying for 3 weeks at this point, and this man is too freaking strong. So I'm just gonna kill him. All right. So see y'all later. Leave like, comment, share this video, share, subscribe, Twitch, all that junk. Get up off my channel. I'm going to kiss you on the cheek.
Bye bye.